Philosophy today has taken a kind of backseat to science, pretty much. People don't find out about the world by thinking about it, but by conducting experiments in the real world. But back in the old days, philosophy was seen as the absolute bee's knees. On the left here is Plato, one of the heroes of Greek philosophy. He's pointing up and he's saying, what we need to do as philosophers is we need to understand the forms. We need to understand the perfect substance of everything around us. So, for example, if I take this microphone, there is a form, some perfect form of this microphone that we need to come and understand. But Aristotle on the right is saying, no, the goal of philosophy is to find those things here on the earth and conduct a more empirical experiment here. This idea that reason is the best thing you can do was important for thousands of years. But then came David Hume. Not to say he was the first person to suggest this, but David Hume took a very interesting approach to philosophy. He came up with three central ideas that really changed the way that we think about the role of reason in what we do. His first idea was this: reason is the slave of the passions. So when you think of reason, we think of our ability to make arguments, to be able to understand the world around us using our mind, like we're sitting in a chair. But Hume said that actually our reason is manipulated by our passions, our feelings. So he took feelings and gave it a much more central role in philosophy and gave us a certain skepticism about the ideas that we can come up with. Are they truly objective, or can they be manipulated by the way that we feel? So the second idea is that reason is based in custom. So it's not this completely objective, pure thing where we're coming up with arguments, not like mathematics, but that our reason is actually manipulated by the society that we're in, by the family that we have. It's manipulated by all kinds of passions that get in the way of that purely objective task of understanding the world. So, if our reason is based in custom, then our reason will not tell you about morality. Which seems like a tricky point, but the idea is this: if our reason is based in custom, then what we think is right and wrong doesn't mainly come from the ideas that we have about the world, but actually comes from how we feel, that is granted to us by the people around us, by the society that we live in. These are things that we learn as a matter of fact, like we learn language as children. So Hume said we need to be careful about the role that we give to reason. Not to say it's not important, but that it can be manipulated.